they say in Newfoundland. Nova Scotia hang it on the edge for one more.
4 on the board for BC.
Count them up.
Quebec celebrates. And why not?
And it is a sweep for Saskatchewan.
Nunavut made history.
Ontario, Manitoba,
The Northwest Territories.
and Alberta.
For Prince Edward Island.
New Brunswick
Yukon.
make the final.
It's a Canadian thing. It brings us together.
Curling dates back to Scotland, back in the 1500s, but here in Canada, we've given the sport rock star status. We're going coast to coast today, whether you're out in BC or Newfoundland, Labrador. Glad you're joining us. It is indeed Curling Day in Canada. And welcome inside the building. Glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Great to be in Sydney, Nova Scotia for this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. The first time this city has hosted this championship. Over the next hour, a lot of great stories coming your way. There was a contest. We're going to visit the Briar Tankard. We're going to go outdoors for some curling. Bob Weeks is standing by. Will join me shortly as we're going to unveil the top 10 female curlers of all time in Canada from number 10 to number 1. But first, speaking of great curling, let's go to that 3-4 page playoff game. You just watched it on TSN. Battle of Ontario as Rachel Homan looking for her 4th Scotties title, taking on the Scotties finalist from 2016. And there she is, Krista McCarville in that first stand, needing a big shot early, makes the double, and that limited the damage to get rid of some red stones because Rachel Homan, it is the outturn draw and a chance to pick up a 2. It was not a high-scoring game, but they will watch it slide in. Perfect weight from Rachel as she finds the Scotties heart. So 2 on the board. We go to 9. They traded a lot of singles in this game, as you saw. And then for Krista McCarville out of Thunder Bay, Ontario, trying to get back to another championship final. Navigate the port. Nice little in-turn. She's by the guard. Has to move that red stone enough off the button, and she will do just that to make it interesting coming home. The tap for 1. In 10, Team McCarville did all they could do. However, final stone, Rachel Homan. And this determined young lady make the yellows go away, and she will. Bang, away they go. And a win, 6-4, as Rachel Homan an opportunity to win 4 Scotties titles before she turns 30. That is impressive. As we bring you the game story now, and really, you look at that first end, 2 on the board. They traded singles, and when you look at the skips numbers, Krista McCarville at 63, and for Rachel Homan at 88%. So the championship bracket, as we show you what is left on championship weekend. Well, Ontario moving on to the semifinal, and tonight it is that 1-2 page playoff game. It is Alberta versus Saskatchewan. And it is great to be joined for the next hour with Bob Weeks, who's in the Canada Curling Hall of Fame, I should mention, in the builder category because I've seen Bob curl a few times. Bob, a great start to championship weekend. Not a lot of offense in that 3-4 game. What did you make of it?
I mean, that was a typical Rachel Homan team game. They just like to limit all the chances for their opposition, and they did that so well today. Certainly they capitalized on a few misses. You look at Krista McCarville's numbers, 63% there, but I think if you threw in a degree of difficulty, it seemed like every end she was just trying to dig herself out of a little bit of a trouble, or just not able to try and put the deuce together. So I think if you're Rachel Homan, you really like what you just saw from your team heading into that semifinal.
I mean, we had 25 points scored in a game earlier this week. That was a Scotties record, so low-scoring 3-4 game. Tonight, it is the 1-2 page playoff game, and the rookie skip out of Saskatchewan, Robin Silvernagel, taking on Chelsea Carey, the champion in 2016. Should be a fantastic game tonight in the 1-2.
These teams have both played so well. Obviously, that's why they're in the 1-2 game. I think Chelsea Carey is going to have that experience. Obviously, she's been there before. Her team is all experienced. Silvernagel team has really impressed me this week, but again, I think the key for them is to really rely on Stephanie Lawton. She has been there. She knows what's going on. So much changes when you get into this game. It's only 1 game on the ice. There's a lot more at stake. You certainly don't want to start thinking about, well, we have a second life. You want to win this game. But I expect this will come down to 1 moment, 1 shot, 1 chance that someone's going to make for a big score.
There is so much tradition, Bob, when it comes to this sport right across the country. We grew up watching the Scotties and the Briar, and you did a great essay on what curling means to Canadians.
While it's true that hockey is Canada's national sport, there's absolutely no doubting that curling is its lifeblood. While the Scots may have invented it, curling is, pure and simple, the most Canadian of sports.
It is true Canadiana.
We own this game, playing in clubs from Corner Brook to Cowichan, from Whitehorse to Windsor. It doesn't matter your age, where you live, or how long you've lived here. No one cares about your race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, or whether you're playing the sport or just watching it. Every Canadian fits into the roaring game. In what other sport can someone be selling beer one week and playing on live television for a world championship the next?
Take it in for a world championship for Canada.
And what other national championship is played on a surface emblazoned with a steaming hot Tim Hortons double-double? Can it get any more Canadian? In what other country could someone become famous for making ice?
There isn't a shot in curling that you can't make on Hans's ice.
From prime ministers to policemen to plumbers, we're all members of this all-Canadian fraternity of curling fans. Walk into any bar or grocery store or subway car and yell out, "Hard! And everyone will know exactly what you're talking about. We all understand this strange language of curling. Tap, bump, double takeout, freeze, raise. Every winter, it just seeps into our lexicon. Canadians, you see, are fluent in curling. So no matter where you are, where you're from, or where you're going, in Canada, we're all curlers.
We certainly love the roaring game, Bob. We were talking off camera. I grew up in northern Alberta on a 3-sheeter and have such great memories growing up, and you must have had a lot of fun looking back and doing that essay.
Yeah, I mean, you grew up in a small town in a small rink. I grew up in a big city in Toronto, and my curling was on a 6-sheeter. But, you know, everywhere I've traveled when I've gone for curling somewhere, it was always 3 things you could find in any town. You could find a pizza parlor, a post office, and a curling club. And curling, boy, you meet curling people everywhere you go.
So the greatest curlers of all time, and we focus on the females in Canada, so many. Now, you spearheaded this panel. I got to vote. I can tell you it was so hard because you're in different eras, different curlers. How did it work out for you, the process?
You know, it was tough to try and compare, as you say, eras. It's tough to try and compare someone like VERA PEZER to Rachel HOMAN. You know, you've got different conditions, different eras, different competition, technology, training. I mean, the curlers these days are professional athletes, and back in those days, you know, they were holding down full-time jobs. It was very, very difficult to try and do that. We asked the panel to look and say, who was most dominant in their era? And right now what you're going to see is we've had it in individual roles, like individual spots on a team, but now the 10 best of all time. This was the most difficult for me of all of them.
And the greatest team, as you saw, SANDRA SCHMIRLER, and we lost Sandra way too soon. It's amazing to think what she could have done as she was with us, continuing to win all those championships. All right, it's time to do it. We got the top 10 of all time, and we'll start with number 10 through number 8.
In 10th spot is Connie LALIBERTE. The Winnipeg Skip played in 7 Scotties Tournament of Hearts, winning on 3 occasions with her first and last victories 11 years apart. In 1984, she also led the Canadian team to the World Championship, rolling to an 8-1 record in the round robin before blasting Switzerland 10-0 in the championship match. The 9th-ranked curler is Saskatchewan's VERA PEZER. In a 5-year span between 1969 and 1973, PEZER won 4 Canadian women's curling titles. The first of those came while playing third for Joyce McKee, while PEZER skipped the rink in the next 3 victories. An all-around athlete, PEZER, now the Chancellor of the University of Saskatchewan, also has a Canadian women's softball title to her credit. In 8th place is Kim Kelly of Nova Scotia. A 5-time winner of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, Kelly was the standout 3rd player for the Colleen Jones team that dominated women's curling in the early 2000s. Kelly is also a 2-time world champion and a Canadian and world senior champion.
Coming up next, we head to a lucky curling club who won the chance to spend the day with the Briar Tankard and a few special guests as well. Plus, Cabby pays a visit to a family's backyard curling rink. I can't wait to see him try curl. Curling Day in Canada continues right here on TSN.
This is what the Tim Hortons Briar is all about.
Young boys, similar to kids wanting to play in the NHL, young curlers, they want to go to the Briar.
It's been a spectacular Tim Hortons Briar here in St. John's. He now has the chance to win his first Briar title.
Go on a list with the guys that have won WOW.
The Brier is the biggest and most iconic curling event in the world.
The Brier Tankard is one of the best trophies ever. It's iconic in Canada. And on Curling Day in Canada, if you logged on to curlingdayincanada.ca, you had a chance to share your stories about curling and your love of the game. And there was an opportunity for your community to have the Brier Tankard and some special guests come to your town. And we had some great entries, and we'll run a few for you right now. Some of the entries that came in: the Delta Thistle Curling Club supported the Special Olympics, was great. The Perry Sound Curling Club, who host a bonspiel to support military families. The Margot Croca Curl Club, about 2.5 hours east of Saskatoon. They split the local skating rink in half, and they're seeing lots of interest in curling. And right now they're enjoying their annual Fun Days event, so that's pretty awesome. Curling Canada receiving stories about people getting engaged while playing. And a couple who met at their curling club. You have to spend a wedding day there as well, so all sorts of stories here. We had glow-in-the-dark curling. We had clubs who had mixed curling with hockey and some outdoor bonspiels as well. So a lot of really great entries showing Canada's love of the game right across the country. So many great entries, but unfortunately only one community could win. And with that, we will go to Lindsay Hamilton, who is live somewhere. Lindsay.
Thank you very much, Brian. Yes, we received incredible entries from across the country, but I'm here at the Unionville Curling Club in Southern Ontario, and they're absolutely thrilled to be celebrating Curling Day in Canada in the presence of the Brier Tankard. Now, the motto of this club is "Friendship is a Tradition," and they have really embraced that motto, cultivating friendship. Each and every year, they hold an annual championship weekend. It takes place in April, and it sees junior curlers playing alongside senior men and women. Hundreds of supporters gather together, cheer on these curlers, and it really grows a sense of community. Now, another aspect of their submission that really stood out was their Learn to Curl program. The club was founded in 1919, and in honor of their 100th anniversary, they recruited 100 members in less than a year's time. This is a club that is extremely committed to teaching and growing the sport of curling. Now, in addition to spending the day with the Brier Tankard, they're also joined by two very special guests, three-time Brier champions, Jeff Stoughton, Nolan Thiessen. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us today. I know the club is ecstatic to have you. Tell us about what it was like coming with the Brier Tankard and what the energy's been like today.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I mean, the Unionville Curling Club has opened the doors to us. We feel like we're members already. It's been such a great experience. So fantastic job, you guys.
You can hear them. They're on their best behavior.
They're trying to be quiet, but yeah.
No, it's been outstanding. I mean, with everybody's been out here. We've got to curl. We've got to go and sub for some people and make a few shots, miss a few shots, and it's been a blast.
Now, both of you told me that you've been curling since your early teens. That's a lot of curling between the two of you, a few decades worth. Is there a memory or a moment that really stands out to you?
Go ahead.
Ooh. Well, the best memory is probably twofold. Twice I got to just sweep a draw to the button to win this bad boy right here.
Yeah.
So those are probably the two pinnacle moments for me personally.
Jeff, what about you?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, winning in 1996 was unbelievable. You know, you remember like it was yesterday. 2011 was really special because it was so far between championships. So and to have my kids be able to experience it as well and understand what it took to become a champion was pretty cool. So pretty special memories all across the board, but definitely 2011 was right up there.
Now, we touched upon how the Unionville Curling Club has really grown the sport of curling. Young curlers, old curlers. What does Curling Day in Canada mean to you, and how do you try and help grow the sport?
Yeah, it's pretty darn special that across Canada all these clubs are celebrating a Curling Canada Day. It's never been done before. We're hoping that the communities get out and support it, and it's like we were saying, trying to bring in new members, and I think this curling club's done a wonderful job bringing in so many new members, and I think that's sort of a challenge to all the other curling clubs out there. Try and bring new members in every single year, grow the sport, have a lot of fun, and that's the biggest thing. Just have some fun, you guys, and I know this club's having a lot of fun.
They sure are. Well, Jeff, Nolan, thank you so much for being with us today. I know the club really appreciates it, and it has been an honor to be alongside two very accomplished curlers, so thank you so much. Now, in addition to that part of the prize, there is another contest, and that is for one very lucky individual. They received an all-included, all-expenses-paid trip for 4 to the Tim Hortons Briar in 2020, and the lucky winner is Jill Parsons from St. John's, Newfoundland. Her son, Jensen, round of applause indeed, began curling when he was only 6 years old. He's now 13 years old and coaches Little Rock curlers, so he is helping grow the next generation of the game, and that is the type of stuff we love to see, because that is what Curling Day in Canada is all about, spreading the love and joy for this sport. So from Unionville Curling Club, I'm Lindsay Hamilton. Keep on curling. Back to you, Brian.
Yeah, Lindsay, that includes you. I saw your interim on Instagram. Get back to work over there. All right? And of course, the Tim Hortons Briar begins Friday night. It is the wild card game, the play-in game. It is Epping. It is Botcher. You can watch it on TSN 1 and 4 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Curling obviously officially became an Olympic sport back in 1998, and the next Olympics will come your way in China in 2022. It is always a big deal when we get to announce where the Olympic curling trials will be in Canada. Obviously coming up, that will be in 2021, and we just had the announcement a few moments ago.
It's my privilege to tell you that the SaskTel Center here in Saskatoon will host the 2021 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings Canadian Curling Trials. When I heard that this announcement was going to be made today, it almost made me think about trying to come out of retirement. I know from personal experience that 2021 will bring the best of Canadian curling drama and excitement. I cannot wait to see which teams will stand at the top of the podium as newly crowned Olympians right here in Saskatoon. Again, thank you all for coming out today, and we look forward to seeing you in 2021.
Pretty incredible. Joined now by Cathy Henderson. And Cathy, during that time at the Olympics, we've done really well. 11 medals all time, 6 of them gold, including the mixed doubles discipline with Johnny Moe and Caitlin Laws. So great to have you joining us as well. It's always exciting, especially go back to the prairies, Saskatoon for the trials. That community and you must be so excited.
We're thrilled. You know, it was a hotly contested place, but going back to Saskatchewan is always great because we know they've got fantastic fans, great players, and a community that just loves having curling there. So really excited to do this.
Cathy, one of the special things about the Scotties, we're here obviously in Sydney, and the Briar as well, is the young fans. You see someone like Jennifer Jones, just made history, the most winningest skip here, lost her game, comes out, signs some autographs. How important do you feel it is as grassroots curling so that these young curlers can get up and make these Olympic curling trials and make the Olympics and fulfill their dream?
For sure. I mean, 99.9% of curling is done at the grassroots level. I think it's really important for young people to be able to see their idols like Jennifer Jones, and the way she interacts with them, as do many of our elite curlers, I think is really inspiring for them. I think particularly when we're watching events like the one that's happening right now, on a day like Curling Day in Canada, what I would do is I would encourage parents and kids to go online, go onto our website, curling.ca, and make sure you find a club and go down and see what it's all about.
And the final one for you, it is the 4th time Nova Scotia has hosted the Scotties. The first time for Sydney. Our crew has had a blast. We've been treated top notch. What have you made of the Scotties this week in Sydney?
This has been such an amazing experience. We love the people of Sydney. I love the host committee, the drivers, the volunteers, the business community here has been outstanding, and the fans have been wonderful. So I just want to thank them.
I say we come back in the summertime with our golf clubs though, too, right?
I'm in.
Play some golf?
Yeah, for sure.
Cathy, thank you very much for your time stopping by on Curling Day in Canada. And we got the show continuing. We still have to unveil the top 10 of all time, so that's obviously a big part of this 1-hour program as well. Talk about extra ends. We're going to introduce you to a 100-year-old curler from Vancouver trying to make the Guinness Book of World Records. She is a phenomenal story. That's next on TSN. Earlier this month, Calgary hosted the Special Olympics Alberta Provincial Winter Games. Special Olympics Canada first had curling at the National Games in 2000. Back then, about 650 athletes were registered in the sport across the country. That number has grown to close to 2,000 participants and 650 coaches.
We have athletes from those that barely walk on the ice but can use the stick to push the rock, may have a physical disability where they can't push the rock or can use a stick to push the rock, right up to very competitive curlers that quite often would rival my women's team.
This is my second year, and again, what I like about most of it is just the way how the rock glides, and just anything, as I said earlier, anything can happen, right? In sports, and that definitely includes curling.
I love to be with my friends on the ice, and I like being the third skipper.
Canada won their second straight World Junior Men's Championship this morning in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. It's busy times for curling in the province right now. They beat Switzerland 9-4. BC's Tyler Doherty won his third straight Canadian junior title back in January, the first male junior skip to ever do that, by the way. And then he scores 3 in the fourth with Switzerland. Handshakes after 8. Doherty wins gold again. He'll have a chance to three-peat at the Worlds next year because he's still junior eligible. Unreal. Meantime, the Canadian women also trying to go back-to-back, taking on Russia. It'd be the first time that both the Canadian men's and women's teams won back-to-back titles. Jones last year for the women, this year obviously Selena Sturmey. She led Alberta to an undefeated record at the Canadian juniors as well. Russia had a steal of one in the 6th, but Canada would tie it up. They are currently tied up at 7 in an extra end, and Canada with hammer, so obviously we'll update you later on in the show. But right now, the countdown continues. The greatest female curlers of all time from this country. And on we go. Up next, number 7 and number 6.
The 7th-ranked curler is Caitlin Laws, who has won titles at every level and in multiple disciplines throughout her career.
Here she comes to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on the way.
She's a Canadian junior winner, a Scotties winner, a world champion, and a 2-time gold medal winner, once as part of the Jennifer Jones team, and another in mixed doubles with John Morris. Another Manitoba curler is ranked 6th. Jill Officer is regarded as one of the best front-end players to ever throw a stone.
Yes! Yes!
The longtime second for Jennifer Jones made 13 appearances in the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, winning 6 of those. She's also a world champion and, of course, an Olympic gold medalist.
So one incredible curler we have to get a special shout out to is Lola Holmes. She turned 100 years young in September, still curls out of the Vancouver Curling Club. In fact, just 1 week after her 100th birthday, she played in her first league game of the season. She's asked the Guinness Book of World Records to confirm if she is the oldest curler in the world. They're still waiting on confirmation for that.
I never even thought I'd be living when I was 100, let alone curling.
It's good to associate with a 100-year-old who's so positive.
She was born the year before my mother was born. So
oh, I love it. I love it. I love the game. It's lots of fun.
Lola, regardless, Bob Weeks and I are going to have a Guinness tonight for you. That's awesome. All right, coming up, Cabby and curling. Cabby joins in on the Curling Day in Canada festivities at a family's backyard. Another great Canadian tradition is Trade Center. Join James Duthie and literally everyone at the network, except maybe Bob Weeks and I, breaking every trade all day Monday. It starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. It's worth watching just to see if Gino is with the Llamas again. You know it's curling season when the guys from bardown.com are hitting the gym, realizing just how heavy curling stones actually are. All about the arms. Very nice. Earlier this month, 55 teams took it outside at the 18th annual Ironman Outdoor Bonspiel, playing through the cold on the Red River in Winnipeg in Canada's largest outdoor curling event. People from all over North America were there raising money for charity. Since 2002, the Bonspiel has raised more than $117,000 for the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Canada.
This is actually beautiful weather for this. It's a great day out here, not much wind, a lot of fun here. Everyone should come out and try this.
So what did you do to stay warm in the weather?
The fire.
The fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't sweep, so we don't stay very warm. Yeah.
How long have you been curling for?
Like real curling?
Yeah.
My whole life.
Your
On the
whole
river,
life.
probably like 6 or 7 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You've been out here quite a few years.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. This year's warm compared to some others.
It would be tough to get a split time on some of those rocks for sure. Well, a tradition, of course, across Canada usually is having the hockey rink either on the lake or in the backyard, but as you're going to see, a lot of families now are having curling in the backyard, and that's where we catch up with Gabby.
Thank you, Brian. I'm here with Aaron and Alex Kempf in Peterborough, Ontario. Listen, for many Canadians, backyard amenities include some of the following. There might be like a porch, a shed, maybe a barbecue. For some people, they have pools. Some people, they have outdoor rinks. We have a curling sheet back here. Can you tell us the genesis of the idea and then how it came to fruition?
So I've wanted to build one for a few years.
Really?
I can't tell you why. Probably because I can't skate, which is slightly embarrassing as a Canadian, but I'll own it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Curling has always appealed to me, although I've never played it. I've seen it on TV, and it's an engaging sport to watch. So I did a bit of Googling last year. I was like, oh, like backyard curling rinks, like people do them. They're just not all that popular. It doesn't look very hard. We did some landscaping in the summer and made it relatively flat back here. So this winter was kind of go time. I tried just using snow to frame it out, and our snow kept melting. So in January, I had to go buy some 1x4s, make an actual frame. I didn't seal it particularly well. It flooded, or it leaked a fair bit. I patched with some ice and kept going. After a week or so, I got a rough level sheet of ice on it, and then started putting the rings down and kept flooding over top, and that's what we have now.
Listen, Aaron, I live that DIY life too, so it's all good. For many people, like backyard pools, thousands of dollars. So the backyard curling sheet, what was if you don't mind sharing, what was the budget or the cost to put this together?
So the rink is about $100.
I'm about that life too. Yeah, I'm with you.
At least half of that, if not more, are the rocks.
Really?
Because like the rink is just some wood and a bit of water. So our water bill was probably pretty high. So I'm not going to tell you. I have no idea what that cost. It was probably a bit, but whatever. And the rocks are 10 bowls, I guess, 2 each. Okay. Bag and a half of concrete, some metal pipe, which is the most expensive part, some hockey tape, and a bit of backer rod for foam to protect the bowls when they smash into each other.
Listen, so there are a few people from your community here in Peterborough, and how is this event or this awareness how are you guys going to give back to the community? Alex?
So we moved here about a year ago, and it's been amazing. We moved from Toronto, and so coming to a smaller community, it's a little more similar to what we grew up with. Okay. And Peterborough has accepted us and and been really kind and generous to us. So when we realized that we had this opportunity to invite people back and give something back to the community, we jumped at it.
Okay, so listen, I don't know if you know this, but I come from a long line of curlers. My father was a curler. His father was a curler. There's a lengthy tradition of Jamaican curlers. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of here in Peterborough, Ontario. So may I? May we?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Let's
wonderful.
do it.
I brought along a little friend, my accoutrement, my championship belt, because I don't know if a belt has been awarded here. Has there been a belt awarded?
Not that I'm aware of, no. This might be the first.
Wonderful. I'm going home with the one I brought.
Oh. And you said you'd never done this before.
It's called touch, ladies and gentlemen. So I watch a lot of Game of Thrones, so I'm about to go around the wall. Or whatever you built there. Put a little spin on it. Oh. Oh my goodness, okay, well done.
It's stressful.
I am a little stressed, you're right. Save these, okay. So I need to evaluate some of the... Okay. All right. Whoa! Hold on. Okay, last rock. Okay, what are you feeling right now? And then, can you reveal to the audience your strategy?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to knock the rock you just threw out.
That's a good one. Good luck. This isn't fair. Okay, I might just have to go for all-out Armageddon. Oh my goodness!
It was close. I mean, for your first time.
No, I come from a long line of Caribbean curlers. This didn't quite work out so well. You know what? I brought something. Hold, please.
Okay. Whoa!
I think this will do the trick. Aaron, these curling stones are for you as the victor in our first of many curling battles. Congratulations. Listen, while I redeem myself here on the backyard curling sheet, you guys enjoy the coverage. I'm going to throw it back to you, Brian, and I need to come away with the W, so let's get round two going.
Well, Cabby, if you don't have room in the backyard, try the driveway, like Doris Bitz showed us in this Curling Day in Canada contest submission.
All right, this is the last shot for the championship. Bankster's about to throw it. He's got the in off to throw. And here comes the shot. Oh, clean the rock. Now he's going to make the shot. Here it comes. It's coming down. It's the in off. It's the in off. He wins. Bankster's going to the Briar.
Sounds just like Cathy Gauthier in the morning draw there. All right, coming up, Vic Rauter has made Make the Final one of Canada's favorite catchphrases. But what has to happen to set up that moment? And the countdown continues. We reveal the top 5 women's curlers of all time.
Curling, the game with the ice and the rocks and the sweeping and the yelling. Each game starts with a handshake and a coin flip to determine who goes first. Then, 2 teams of 4 people take turns throwing 44-pound stones down a sheet of ice. The target? A 12-foot house that looks like a bullseye, just under 150 feet away. Each team throws 8 rocks, and the team closest to the center after all the rocks are thrown will score the points. This process is repeated for 6 to 10 rounds, called ends, until one team is victorious. It's just that simple. Or is it? Each team has a captain called the skip. Like a general on the battlefield, the skip calls the shots that will best ensure victory. Stones are delivered with a predetermined rotation, so they actually curl as they travel down the ice. Of course, this is why the sport is called curling. Over the course of each end, players can throw guards to block the house, draws to try to score, or takeouts to remove the opponent's stones. The skips then spend the rest of the time yelling like a crazy person. What they're actually doing is emphatically advising their players to brush the ice in front of the stone. Brushing can drastically affect the speed and direction of the shot. After each team throws its 8 shots, the team closest to the center of the house will score. Or, if they have more than 1 rock closer than the opposition, they count as well. Once all the ends have been played, whoever has the most points wins. Aside from a few dozen other minor details, that's all there is to it. Find a curling facility near you and get started.
Well, it's never too early or late to learn how to curl. Since 2009, the Rocks and Rings program has taught more than 1.5 million students how to curl in their school gyms. And this year alone, they'll teach over 200,000 kids, including these students in Brampton earlier this week. And for more information, you can go to rocksandrings.com and get your children involved. Doesn't matter how old you are, get involved. It's a fantastic sport. Welcome back to Curling Day in Canada, and because it's Curling Day in Canada, obviously you got to wear the right stuff, and look at Bob Weeks. I mean, it's amazing we got your muscles inside of that shirt. That is fantastic. So there it is, Curling Day in Canada. If you want to get involved, curling.ca/t-shirts, and we're going to help raise money for young children for scholarships when it comes to curling. So that is very cool. And Bob, you look great. In the meantime, this is a great segue to keep the countdown going. Up next, 5 to number 3.
Cathy Overton-CLAPHAM comes in 5th place. Her career includes 12 trips to the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Oh my, what a shot! Cathy, Overton-CLAPHAM.
In addition to winning 5 of those titles over a 15-year stretch, she was also in the top 3 10 times. Overton-CLAPHAM has also won a World Championship crown and 9 Grand Slam victories. The 4th-ranked curler is Rachel Homan of Ottawa. Just 29, Holman has been racking up wins since her Little Rock days.
Rachel Holman. Weagle will take it all the way. Calling line. What do you got? Oh, you've got 3.
Her resume includes victories in the Canadian Junior Championship, the Canadian Women's Championship, and the World Championship. Holman also won the Canadian Curling Trials in 2017 and played in the 2018 Olympics. She can also lay claim to 10 Grand Slam titles. In 3rd place is Colleen Jones, one of curling's most decorated players. The Nova Scotia skip has won a record 138 Scotties Tournament of Hearts games in 21 appearances.
I think Nova Scotia's got it. They have. Nova Scotia wins it.
Jones won the event 6 times, including another record of 4 consecutively. She went on to capture 2 World Championships. Her record also includes wins in the Canadian Mixed, the Canadian Seniors, and the World Seniors.
So, just 2 spots left. We reveal the top women's curler of all time when we return to Curling Day in Canada from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
A brilliant curling shot in this country needs TSN's Vic Router on the call.
We say hello, Canada.
Otherwise, it's like a sandwich without the tangy zip of Miracle Whip.
Make the final. Make the final. Make the final. Try make the final.
Make the final. Make the final.
Hang on. Uh-oh. Don't want to kill your own. Oh! Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Unbelievable. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Prince Edward Island and its handshakes.
Vic has been making the final for years, and how fantastic is that? I got a quick story to tell, though, Bob. So I was flying in here from Sydney, and a guy actually on the plane thought I was Doug in the commercials with Vic. But can you do your best to make the final? Give it to me.
Make the final.
That's pretty good. Now, it's iconic. And I mean, all kidding aside, when Vic says make the final, you know something special has likely happened. But before he can say that, a lot of things have to happen, and you did an essay on it.
In championship curling, everyone knows the game is never over until Vic tells us it's over.
Make the final.
It's a simple, decisive phrase, and it is as much a part of curling as the frozen pebble. But wind back the clock from that moment, and you'll realize that getting to the end takes a lot of commitment, sacrifice, hard work, sweat, and a healthy dose of luck. The road to the end is long, and it's littered with heartbreak at every level. A missed broom, a missed sweeping call, a missed rock.
Jeez!
And the dreams can turn into a nightmare, derailing chances for another year. It means more practice, more workouts, more games, and starting all over next year, right back at the beginning. Even when you reach the pinnacle, by any measure, curling is a game of highs and lows. There is the agony of a shot that stops a moment too soon, and celebration of those that arrive with perfection, often thanks to a furious scrub.
Gallant and Nichols and the crowd, they need to get it. Full 8, and it's a big drag now. It's getting frosty. Full 8 is what you need. Full 8 is what you need to become the Canadian curling champions.
Then there are those last chance Hail Marys that turn a no-hope situation into a miracle on ice.
Oh, goodness! Oh, my! Oh, my!
Unbelievable. As long as you live, Vic, you'll never see a better shot than that.
But the chance to throw that last rock, to sweep it, to yell and encourage it as it travels over the frozen pebble, carrying the hopes, dreams, and years of hard work along with it, is why they play, why they work so hard, and why they dream so big. And only then, After the score goes up and the handshakes come out, will Vic truly end it?
Make the final.
I love make the fun. I do like count them up though quite a bit. That is one of my favorites. Count it up is very good. Speaking of counting them up, we needed Vic on the show to make the final as we get down to the top 10. And we'll discuss this a little more in depth. But first, if you're just joining us and you missed it, the greatest top 10 female curlers of all time, let's do a quick recap and we can run down the synopsis. Right now, we have 2 still to unveil, but let's recap for you the first 8.
All right, from 10 down, Connie LALIBERTE was 10, VERA PEZER. Number 9, Kim Kelly, wonderful third from here in Nova Scotia, was at number 8. Caitlin Laws at 7. Jill Officer at 6. Cathy Overton-CLAPHAM, she was at 5. Rachel Holman, of course, at 4. And the great Colleen Jones, another Nova Scotia legend here, is in 3rd spot.
And I think what made this tough, I mean, you were involved with the voting, as was I, different eras. Right now, you ask anyone, they want to win an Olympic gold medal. Well, back when, you know, other curlers didn't have that opportunity to battle, Sandra SCHMIRLER was obviously the first. So it made picking so difficult.
It's so tough when you're trying to compare eras. That was the toughest thing, I think, for all the panelists. And you go through it. It was, you know, it was a little easier when you were picking leads or seconds or thirds. But now you have to pick just the best 10, just the 10 greatest curlers. I found it almost impossible, but obviously the list came out and we've just, as you said, got 2 more to go.
And let's do it. The final 2 right now unveiled.
Sandra SCHMIRLER, the second-ranked player, went from small town to the top of the world in her remarkable curling career. The skip from Biggar, Saskatchewan, won 3 Scotties titles and 3 World Championships over a 5-year period. Her biggest win, however, came in 1998 in Japan, when she led her team to the Olympic gold medal. Throughout her career, SCHMIRLER had the ability to deliver the big shot at a clutch moment.
What a shot!
Often turning what appeared to be a sure loss into a stunning win. While cancer claimed her far too early at age 36, her legacy lives on through the Sandra SCHMIRLER Foundation. Topping the list of Canada's greatest curlers is Jennifer Jones. The Winnipeg skip has been at the forefront of women's curling since winning the 1994 Canadian Junior title. She went on to make 14 trips to the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, reaching the top step of the podium 6 times. Her shot making has produced many memorable moments, but in 2005, she delivered what many people believe to be curling's greatest shot.
The most difficult attempt, trying to come in off a stone on the outside, trying to get the roll to the stone at the button. They're working on it frantically. There's the contact. There's the roll. She's made it!
Jones also has 2 World Championship titles to her credit, as well as 16 wins in Grand Slam events. But perhaps the pinnacle of her career came in Sochi, Russia, where she led her team to a perfect record en route to a gold medal in the Olympics.
And that is very special. And we are joined by the greatest female curler of all time, Jennifer Jones. I know you wanted to be playing in the championship weekend. It wasn't your week, but wow, what a fantastic career. And when you look at all the names and the voting process, how does it make you feel to be the greatest of all time?
You're gonna make me cry. What an honor. When I started curling, I just did it because I loved it, and I still play because I love it. And I just never ever thought it could even be possible to achieve what we did and have as much fun as we did. And then to sit here and have all my peers and people that I respect so much say that I'm the greatest of all time, it's absolutely crazy to me. So thank you. Yeah.
Go ahead.
When you won the Olympic gold and you went undefeated on that run and you made obviously Canada very proud, but the one thing you've always talked about as well is having your 2 young daughters now and having them be able to now share those experiences with you. How important has that been in the later stages of your career?
Oh, it's massive. It's your kids and setting an example for young people is really, to me, a huge part of what we do, and I don't take that lightly. I never really realized that we were even role models until these kids would send us letters, and when you hear that, you want to make sure that you're inspiring them for greatness and to dream big and to never give up on themselves. And so when I look at my daughters, I want them to believe that anything is possible and to chase their dreams, and I hope that they do that.
Let's forget the highs and lows of what happens on the ice for a minute. I want you to tell me think about the places you've been, the people you've met, the people like you just talked about, old and young, that you've inspired. And do you ever think for a minute, boy, what would have happened in my life if I hadn't taken up curling?
Oh, I think about that all the time. I was a shy little kid that was a wallflower that didn't want to even talk to people, never mind be in front of millions of people on TV. And so it's changed my life. It's given me confidence. It's allowed me to believe in myself and to meet all these fantastic people that have changed my perspective on life. I'll never forget there was a man at one provincial that was diagnosed with cancer and not given long to live, and all he wanted to do was meet me. And I went to his hospital room, and I don't know, that moment changed my life. That's one I'll never forget, that the kindness of his family to have me in there to make that dream come true for him.
6 Scotties titles, Olympic gold medal. Jen, greatest of all time. Congratulations on that honor, and I'm assuming we're going to see you try to get back next year, obviously.
Oh yeah, we still love it. There's no
Fire still burns.
Oh yeah. Right now I was plotting how we can be better and improve, and so there's always the love of the game, and we'll be back. And I just thank you again for this incredible honor.
Back to work tomorrow. Jennifer Jones, thank you, and we're not quite done yet on Curling Day in Canada from here in Sydney, Nova Scotia. When we come back, this guy has left quite the impression on curling. Ron Burgundy, one of America's biggest celebrities. That's next at Curling Day in Canada.
These things are useless. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but it's almost like the rocks are mating with each other. Stay classy, Winnipeg, which of course in Latin means the beautiful hill country.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That smells like gasoline. Yeah. It does.
Make the final!
Curling's popularity was showcased throughout North America back in 2013 when Ron Burgundy joined us for the Canadian Curling Trials, and Will Ferrell recently brought it up again on Entertainment Tonight.
Best part of dressing up as Ron Burgundy.
The Canadian curling finals. Ron actually got to do the commentary with the real announcers.
It's fantastic. You know, it's so funny. I was there in Winnipeg, and I think what Will Ferrell actually learned is that he was trying, like, literally Vic Rauter is who he should try to emulate. And I think he left there feeling like Vic Rauter's this ultimate professional, and he was like, wow, okay, yeah, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. That's what I felt when I watched that.
He might have needed a little help with the telestrator too, but that was another story there.
And that still came back. Remember, he was in the booth and Chelsea Carey threw it. And he says, she'll miss. That's so difficult. And it was a blank and she missed it. I'll never forget that. Anyways, Bob Weeks, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Brian. It's great to be back here covering some curling.
It has been a pleasure. Curling Day in Canada on TSN. Thank you for joining us.